Kahaloyum Lahal Bashmi Hawashai Bahara Kakwadash. And it's raining out here. And remember what I said. It doesn't take that much of rain because these clouds, see right now the clouds are all over there. And there's a hole. I'll show you. See that hole right there? There's a hole for my pineal gland. and he's choosing. So this is concerning, because last year, and I'm not saying. Well, I am saying. I'm prophesying that it's going to start with the flood, and then the financial turmoil is going to start, and if it gets bad enough, they're going to have to bring FEMA in, which is a perfect scenario to get them potato chip stations set up. And listen to the rain. It's not hard. But remember, it's not what falls on the valley floor. Although it has like maybe 30% to do with it. But whatever gets stuck over there on the mountain about 50 miles east is where I'm headed. So those clouds are gonna hit the mountaintops, the sequoias, and it's gonna be colder up there. So the water's not gonna be water. It's not gonna be rain. I mean, it's gonna be snowflakes, snowfall. And I don't know if that's why my back's been hurting, because it's, man, fuck, dude. Like, man, I'm really worried. Hey, there's a lot of things going on through my head, like, what did I do? Basically, so I can repent. But if it's just due to all the exercise I used to do, because if you take a look at people that exercise a lot, like Ronnie Coleman is a good example. He did the most. And I seen a video of him barely fucking walking, looking like a fucking cripple, man. And I did put a lot of use on my right leg. I used to practice this thing called the sidekick. Not a step-in sidekick like Bruce Lee's, although I did practice that one. I practiced different variations of it. But it was most likely the standing one, and it was the one where they come in. Because my style of karate is, all karate is defense. So I would just pump that kick and then lift them up. But then, through a course of time practicing that kick, even if you practice it 1,000 times and you pinch a nerve, you fucked up your shit. So basically that's what I'm thinking is going on. And then the cold conditions aggravate it. And in my head, I'm like, I already went to the fucking doctor. They already put me in a fucking scanner or whatever, the MRI machine. Or whatever. It's pretty intense. I don't know if it was an MRI machine, but it was like the x-ray that went all around my body. So it looked like basically like you stand and they put a vest on you, and when that vest is on you, it's just a ledge to protect you from the x-rays. So at that point, the machine, like in Minority Report, or what's it called? the one with Matt Damon where they go into outer space. Whatever it is, man, you know what I'm saying? It was a machine and it went around and I guess it scanned my nervous system and my bone structure and my muscle tissue. Whatever the fuck he's wanting me to believe he saw. I mean, that's a good story, right? So then I start thinking, what does the conditions of my surroundings have to do with my body? And then, alright, that's good. So, you know, look at that. You see that? That's a parking lot, and this has been fixed up, and it's pooling up already, and it hasn't been raining that much. It's just little droplets. You see? Now, it would go around your neighborhood, go around, except if you're in the mountains, you're okay. But this is gonna be pools everywhere, and the reason why that's so important is because this used to be a lake, right? This used to be a lake, and it got dried up because they built that Lake Couse. Somebody built it, and they have pumps in there, and they have underwater canals. It's natural underwater canals. That so Esau was a smart individual at one point. Come on, turn off the damn lights. So Esau was a smart individual at one point, and he knew about it. So that's why they built the canal system. So you block off something, you build dams, and you block off the natural waterways, and you create artificial waterways. But I think this is all. I got a couple minutes. This has all been a plan. So it makes common. I'm gonna say common sense. Cause look at that pool of everywhere. And if you drive around the streets in your country area, you know where they plant things. It's below the road. What I'm trying to say is the road is elevated higher so that when it floods, it goes into the fields. It's purposely made that way. So when that happens, it's called a plan, right? They have to plan that out. Because it rains, maybe if it rains this whole week, damn, that's a dangerous amount of water. There's no amount, you know, like that little puddle right here. That's a good at least 50 gallons, at least spilled. And then there's buildings that were built long ago that have leaky roofs. So that tells me that there's a lot of rain coming down. Not a whole bunch like in other areas, but enough to make a difference in the landscape. You know, that's why they built, and every city has it. Like when they have a lot of rains, every city floods, and they have the drains, right? They have the sewers. That's why they built them. And they're in every neighborhood, there should be a fucking sump or a canal. A sump is basically those places, corner lots in your neighborhood that are just basically a hole for water to rise up when it rains, when it overflows through the sewer system. That's pretty smart, right? But what happens when that gets overfilled and then the sewer systems get overfilled? Then that's a problem, right? So let's say it rains like this for a week out of every month, just for 3 months, just for 3 months, right? January, because it's January right now, but it was raining in December, right? So January, February, March, and around Passover, It'll stop raining, right? This is getting intense because Yahweh Shai likes to do things around the Passover. In 2020, around the Passover, he did that emergency lockdown shit. What's he gonna do now? It's all Yahweh's plan. You know, man, I should have brought some boots, bro. And you see now how that I think about. I should have brought some boots, or I should have parked closer. So now you gotta think about that. So it's gonna flood again, and it might be a possibility. Look out for FEMA coming. Just because it's raining so much. Okay? So shalom to the next one.